Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for joining today. We are wishing you a happy new year from DHTrainz. Hope you guys have been doing well. Happy New Year 2025. I hope it's going to be a great year for you all. Wishing you all the best. Wanted to catch you guys up on what's been going on over here. Usually I'm a little more active during the holiday season, but this one was busy and challenging. But it was good. I needed some time to unplug and be with my kids and my wife and enjoy some time with them. And so I did just that, and I really enjoyed it. I'm grateful that you guys are here, that you didn't leave, you waited patiently, and so now we're at a new year and I'm coming back. But yeah, I definitely needed to spend some time with the family, after my son got sick there for a few weeks. My youngest one has been on and off sick, and it's just been really busy trying to make sure that everybody's good over here. So when I can, I've been playing some Railroader. Not as much as I would have liked. I've been working a little bit here on trains, obviously off camera. Working on some small pet projects here and there, working on a few big things. But for the most part, I was doing what was enjoyable to me, and making sure that I am enjoying my time and enjoying what I'm doing. Working a lot now with the business and with my primary job. It's got me tied up a bunch. So, just trying to balance things. But my time was well spent, I think, though. Worked on Railroader some. SAE's doing well. Passenger numbers are up. Money's coming in. Safety rating's not 0 anymore. Got a good feel, for running the whole route. It's definitely doable with Waypoint. Waypoint is great. Love the timetables. I'm going to make a video on the timetables and the things to watch out for and best practices, things that can help you out a bit, I'm a bit later on that than I wanted to be. I wanted to get that out, 3 weeks ago, but it is what it is. Just really enjoyed my time here at the house. For trains, I worked on a few pet projects, things for myself, smaller things. I worked on a model railroad I started building for the Grand Rapids in Indiana, which was a Pennsylvania Railroad subsidiary in Michigan and Indiana. And, building a mock-up of that. Nice thing about it is it was mostly useless after the 50s, so I kind of get a lot of freedom to make it my own, since I am modeling the late 50s transition era stuff, which is good. I don't really model that very much, but I'm definitely excited to model it here. It's a railroad I'm considering, building it in scale. So I'm building it with the constraints, as if I were going to build it in real life. So trying to be modest, reasonable, fit things in, under rules and those kinds of things. I think I have a really cool setup so far. But that was good. I enjoyed that time taking a break from the big stuff. I worked on and started a full-size version of the Brighton branch, which I had lost a long time ago, so I started over. I really like what I've got now. But that's a long-term project I'm not probably ever intending to release. I might change my mind later. We'll see. But I'm not really paying attention to keeping the assets easy like I do on the old layouts, and on the Cox and sub there. These other routes I'm working on are really just mostly for myself. So you might have to jump through a few hoops to get access to some different things you need if I ever decide to release those. I finally finished the Piney Woods and Pacific, the first part of that. I didn't forget about it. I just haven't made a lot of videos on it recently. I was working on the route as opposed to, running sessions. And I didn't make a ton of videos of the route because it was all kind of the same. It was laying a bunch of trees, laying in a couple textures, and moving on to the next town. It's because I'm not doing a ton of really hyper-focused details on that. I'm really just working on getting a compromise route done there. So, just getting the basics in. Because I'm going to release it, and the stuff you need for it is all on the download station. But it's really for myself, and that's why I'm not giving it the kind of detail I do on the Cox and sub, for example. But speaking of the Cox and sub, I did work some on that. I got the scenery done through Billery, which was quite a project. I didn't really video that much because it was a lot of me jumping around and doing things and undoing things and not really doing things in an order that made any sense because I was trying to make some pretty serious upgrades to that area. But now I need to continue on north, with Brockwell's on the way up there still. I've got about 9 miles to go to get there. I've got another 5 or 6 miles to Castlegate, 4 miles from there to Moscow, and then Johnsville after that, and then it'll be ready for release. And, I'm not going to have a release version that's fully detailed or beautiful. It's not going to be perfect like what you get with the P&B, but it will be really, really nice. And of course, I'll make a few updates later on to get some extra details added in, spruce up a few scenes where there's a lot of time spent, that kind of stuff. I'm going to have to eventually replace all the Turfex. I know if you're on Trainz Plus, Turfex is already gone. That's what I heard, I think. So got to get things replaced with clutter. Not really sure how that's going to look for like my wheat fields, for example, but we'll figure that out. But I definitely will be releasing that for Trainz 2019. It will still have Turfex, but we'll get to going to a clutter, replacement eventually. That'll be one of the things I do in a later update. And then the KCS Greenville sub, I didn't do any work on that, but I do really want to finish that up this year. I want to finish up the Brighton branch this year. The Model Railroad one that I was adding industries to, I want to get those done. Those are my projects that I certainly should get finished this year. Coxswain sub, we'll see. I would love to say I'll get it done, but there's a lot in the air in my life right now, job-wise. Trying to transition careers is tough, and I'm just having to spend a lot of time on that. I'm still trying to get work outside of where I've been. So I'm grateful for my job. I'm grateful to have a job. And there is no animosity, with my current employer, nothing. I just need to get into a field that's eventually going to actually let me make more money and be able to support a family, because teaching's not doing that anymore, sadly, and it's not looking like it's going to change, at least not here in Texas. So time to move on. Has been for a while, and I've been working on that. We'll get there. But hoping for a successful year of business, that'll help take some of the pressure off and help set up myself and my kids for a better future. So looking forward to that. But yeah, guys, thanks for being part of the channel. Thanks for being the best part of the channel. I hope this finds you well. I hope you guys are having a good start to the year. And of course, I wish that you guys have a great 2025. But yeah, stay tuned for the stuff. I haven't forgot about Trainz or anything like that. It's important that I enjoy what I'm doing. And sometimes I need to do the things I enjoy. And that makes sure that I'm able to continue making content that we all enjoy, even if it takes a bit of time sometimes. And I know if you value that stuff too, you'll hang around and you'll wait for it. But thanks as always, guys. We'll catch you guys out there. Be safe, and we'll talk to you soon.